Awarded Freedom of the City of London. So a round of applause for Peter Kane, please.
Thanks very much. I want to dedicate this to the wonderful staff that I've worked with over the years and the fantastic service users that let me get to know them. It's for them. Thank you very much. The main reason I'm up here is to introduce somebody very special that I met almost 20 years ago. While I worked at City Roads, he was a resident, and about 18 months ago he Googled me and told me a wonderful story about his recovery. He's now working as a drugs worker in Nottingham, and he's a performance poet. And he's just published his first book of poetry, and I'm delighted to introduce Miggy Angel, who will come and read for us today.
Hello, my name is Miggy. Can we give a big round of applause to Peter, please? It's lovely to be here. Don't worry about that lot who ain't listening, they're going to miss a cracking bit of poetry. Bless all you lot for listening. He hates me doing all this, but this I met Peter about 20 years ago, near enough to the month, when I was in City Road. I was 22 years old. I was full of shit and a complete smart arse, and this was the only person really that ever really got through to me, you know. And I remembered him sort of 18 years later. I was saying to someone the other day that what happened for me when I met Peter, it was the first person who'd ever really listened to me. I'd been around a lot of services, but there was a lot of kind of ticking boxes and perfunctory kind of meetings that I had. This was the first person that ever I felt a real love, empathy, and acknowledgement from. So all of us working in this field today, you never know what you're going to say to someone, what you say to someone that 20 years later they're going to get back in touch to you and say, hey, I'm alive. So thank you very much to Peter. I'm going to stop embarrassing him now. My name's Miggy Angel. I'm a writer, I'm a poet. I work as a drug and alcohol worker now at the moment. I'm 11 years clean and sober. Yeah! Woo! On April the 5th. So thank you to Peter, thanks to the rooms, thanks to all the services, thanks to all the poor folk who had to listen to my crap for 15 years until I got here and sorted myself out. Thanks to me mum, my mum's here, my sister's here. It's like a little family. I just want to say, because it's 20 years ago that my recovery journey started. So it's great to be at a recovery event. And for people that are maybe just starting out or have been on it for a little while or on it and fallen off and got back on, it's just a real pleasure and a privilege to be here and sort of share this time with people. I love recovery. I'm a drug and alcohol worker. I'm a poet. Selling door books. Just published my first poetry book. It was published last year. We had a launch at Waterstones. It was fantastic, very emotional. Anything's possible. This is what I tell people today. I run creative writing workshops for people. I just want to say, recovery is a creative act. To change your life completely and get from A to B, it's a creative act. You have to use your imagination. So whatever tools that we can get people using, whether it's creative writing, dancing, music, whatever it is, even creative thinking outside the box, it's very, very important, people's creativity. So cherish it, cultivate it, and support it. I'm going to read some poetry for you now. My book's called Grime, Curbstone, Psalms. I have to get a plug in. I've got 10 copies. They're $5.99. If you want one, we got them. So it's called Grime, Curbstone, Psalms. They're not all recovery poems. They're kind of bits of my own experience. I tell other people's stories. the quote. Everyone uses a quote at the front of their book, and it's always Aristotle or wherever. And I thought, nah, I'm going to use one of my quotes. So I put, there are not 9 million stories in the city. There is one story with 9 million endings and 9 million ways to begin. So that's at the start of the book. They're all our stories. I'm going to read you a poem called The Stairwell Dahlia. This is for everyone who sat in tower block stairwells and got a cold bum. It's for you. The Stairwell Dahlia. The cliche goes that there ain't nothing grows in a tower block stairwell but needles and rat mess, urine, aromas and trash, urban detritus, soiled nappy bombs, crushed crack pipe cola cans and spunked condoms, the ever-expanding patch quilt hurts of feral council estate children. The stairwell is where we whiled away our days. Especially remember those wet bank holiday Mondays, hazed through clouds of weed smoke. And what day doesn't have its green shoots as well as its black deficits? Yes, the stairwell saw violence. Fat lips split on the kiss of gnarled knuckles. I should memorise these, but I've done that many fucking drugs, sorry, my language, that it would never work, so apologies. Red-eyed heads rolled, unanimous, generous knockouts and theft. Flat-footed policemen chasing two fast juveniles in Reeboks across the asphalt roofs of flats. Drug deals curdled sour in the pail of betrayal. Scores settled in claret rosettes spilled upon concrete steps, and once a rape. But if you sit anywhere long enough, you are bound to see the spectrum's full rotation. On these steps, I seen bonds born between sons of broken homes, and waif girls learn to wife the woman inside them. I seen moonlight lend the mise-en-scene a divine countenance, where shadows, transcendent, become king and queen for the night. I seen hope incubate its seed in the mouth of a gold-toothed smile. Once, on floor 13, where the angle of the gutter cuts across the stairwell with love's X, I saw one tall white flower, a dahlia, growing from a drain, I swear. Thank you very much. Thank you. A bit stuttery today. I find my feet. You know, I've got 15 minutes. I was saying my banter intro is normally 15 minutes, so I'm a bit kind of like, get cracking on with it, because I ain't got a lot of time. This is called The Scholar, and this is for all of the kids that we all was, especially from London, and used to knock about on the streets, and what that whole experience is like when no one gives a shit about you, and you're in one of the richest cities in the whole world, and none of it is yours. And you have to suck that up every single day from whatever your perch is. So this is for all them kids. It's called The Scholar. 10 years old, and already I know where the souls of this city are buried. 10 years old, and already I have discerned how those weeds which worm up through the cracks of the speech bubbles of ghosts, dormant beneath my curbstone hounding feet. 10 years old, and already I know that the barbed wire round about the facades of my locale are the unspooled steel terrors of my barbed mind. 10 years old, and already I know how the dark clouds above my block speak my history, adrift, migrating west, anchorless, bruised by the rain they hold. 10 years old, and already my school satchel stores a ton of skulls picked clean of their skin by the lean years of Aquarius. Pink brains, membranes and dreams evaporate into mist at the behest of these streets' obsidian magic. 10 years old and already my emerald eyes confess a lust for violence, the scolding of sentience, the extinguishing of suns. In geography class, I tell my teacher that I am a genius of the terrain, that my map exceeds the territory. In English, I astonish the class with my exquisite linguistic science. When I say the word gun and mean it, the sky turns black. In mathematics, you best stand back, because my arithmetic hurts. My favourite summation being 1 sun plus the pistol's anointing equals 1 numb human tomb, a weeping woman, widowed and untethered from motherhood. Now, teacher, I dare you to put me on detention. Thank you. Right, for me, my recovery started when I got out of this little frame that we get put into, especially in capitalism. We're all individuals, so we all walk around thinking me, I. That is a killer for addiction, because that's what the whole thing is about. As they say, self-will run riot. When I had experiences like meeting this beautiful man over here, who showed me that there was links through empathy, compassion. Also, my mother, God bless her, because she always instilled in us an idea that we were part of something bigger than ourselves, which I obviously forgot that when I was running about sticking shit in my system every day. But part of what my recovery was, it has got what I suppose, using the language that we've got left to us, as a spiritual foundation to it. It means that I'm connected to all things. I'm not just me running about with my own little issues and problems anymore. I'm part of everything. I'm part of the whole macro. This poem is called Heritage. I don't know if people remember, but when the schools used to take you to like an exhibition or something, and we weren't interested in all that. What we were interested in was the big thick carpets that you run about, and if you kind of rub your feet on them and then touch a copper banister, you get a little electric shock. And then you could run about and start shocking people. So, you know, forget all the museum stuff. I was there shocking my peer group. This is from that experience. It's called Heritage. I remember as school children being taken by the institution to an exhibition of some such collected, arranged pomp and nonsense, peculiarly English. I recall us so small, multicoloured, of multi-ethnicity, scallywags and ragamuffins from the inner city, being expected to embrace what we were presented with as our history, our inheritance, our worth, but being aware of its irrelevance. We children were not interested in the exhibits. You know what we were interested in, I've already bloody told you. Instead, we were lost in play and ecstatic at the miraculous effects of dragging the soles of our shoes on the garish shag carpet, then touching each other, or the copper banisters. Sparks of static electric flew from our hands, bugs of light exploding on our finger ends. This is the important part. We were conductors of lightning, neither British, English, fish nor fowl, but cousins to thunder, kin to the cosmos, with bright futures behind us. Thank you very much. I'm having problems with me. I've got a bit of a lisp today. Who's running this thing? How long have I got? Can I just crack on? I'll crack on. Can I tell some anecdotes? Right. I'm going to do a poem called I Am the Right You Seek. And I wrote this before the riots. And what I was thinking about at the time was how, for me in recovery, I was always seeking something. But what I was seeking was right within that little space that I inhabit. It was me. And like I said earlier, me and all my connections to everything else. So I was thinking about writing, I was thinking about civil disturbance, and I was thinking about the whole thing. It's not out there, it's here. And that's not an apolitical statement, because if there's a riot, I'm the first one there. But we have to look within. I am the riot you seek. For those who cross distances to witness civil disobedience, I am the riot you seek. I am the seed wrought hot in the soil of this moment. I am the riot you seek. I am the root and the branch, the great height, the great tree, just little old me. I am the riot you seek. I was not born to an epoch. I am tied to no instant, no idol nor script. I am the riot you seek. I am an exchange of energies, the bedrock of galaxies, the change which is endless. I am the riot you seek. Spirit barks its descent through the halls of my marrow. I am the riot you seek. Nucleus of an atomic furnace sets spark to my speech. I am the riot you seek. Light from the farthest star sparks the engine of my motion. I am the riot you seek. I have railed for eons against the dynamos of heaven to render void form. I am the riot you seek. I am the principal particle who rides the black night of history for all eternity. I am the riot you seek. I am the object without subject, the subject without object. I am the riot you seek. I am the space where the whole world takes place. I am the riot you seek. I am the presence whose existence is resistance. I am the riot you seek. Yes, it is I whose evolutionary path is a revolutionary act. I am the riot you seek. This is the important part. Let your life be the chrysalis for the great metamorphosis. Yes, you are the riot you seek. Thank you very much. I've not been kicked off yet. What were we saying? One more? You're giving me the eyeball there, aren't you? Look. Yeah, one more. We've got to go, haven't we? I just want to say thanks for inviting me. Thanks for letting me perform. I love you all. Everyone who's on their journey, whatever it is that you're doing. It's been a great honour for me to come back. I am a Londoner, can you tell? I don't live in London anymore. I live in Nottingham. And it's been great to come back. And I'm going to do a crack house poem. This is called Something Happened on the Way to the Crack House. I don't know if this is the best one to leave you all on. But anyway, the book is called Grime Curbstone Psalms. It is quite grimy and also slightly cosmic and all. Something happened on the way to the crack house. The clock's beak breaks. The night's creature is present. I am led by the heart to a tall block with stairs that alight to my fate. I'm not coerced. I seek anesthetics. I am an addict. My suitor is just out of jail. I entrust him to deliver, a courier of darkness. Not much further, he says as the stairs bend. We ascend, and I witness the outline of an instrument tucked in the back of his pants, under a frayed shirt. This is the night when the king loses his queen. The pack is a joker short tonight. We saw, and the instrument of death falls from his person. The sound of steel upon the stone stairwell signals hell. I look at his face. His intention is plain. I stare at the blade as it gleams in the half-light, and I know it's intended for my stomach. The stitch in my soul unwinds its wound, as if to make room for a jewel. Thank you very much. I've been Miggy Angel. You're all bloody fantastic. Be fantastic. Got copies of my book, $5.99. Because I love you, I will do it for a £5. Thank you very much. God bless Peter Kane.
Fantastic stuff. Just to let you know, there's a dance therapy workshop going on right now.